everyone.
Hi.
Before I start the presentation, I really feel thankful to Heidi to introduce the grateful story. I can't express my emotion in English, but I just thought about if I can organize the group to support like thinking children if I go back to Korea. And I realized there are many people who try to do something good very much, so I'm really impressed. And I start my presentation. My presentation is very short. I am fond of imagination. In my dream, I could be a totally different person who is outgoing and who tries to do something exciting. I'm sure that I used to indulge in my dream, so I was often late in my school as a result of oversleeping every morning, enjoying oversleeping and dream. And so my mother and my teachers scolded me to not be late, to be on time in the school. Let me give another example of my liking with imagination. When I was young, like maybe below 5 years old, sometimes I wrote a novel with my handwriting because my family had no personal computer until when I was 10 years old. So I don't remember what the exact story of my novel is, but what I remember is my main character in my novel was usually a well-known soccer player or a celebrity. And there were male characters who have crush on some girls out of the blue. So, well, my mother, honestly, my novel were awful because I'm not good at writing something and I'm unlogical, I was immature. So after my mother read my novel, she's my avid reader of my novel, so she said, why do your characters fall in love with some girl out of the blue? So I said, well, Mom, that's characters in my cartoons too. So this shows us like how influential my cartoons can be to me. But this is another story, and let me get back to my topic. When my reality and my imagination began to diverge, which is very natural, but I used to feel very stressed. I realized there was one common mistake I made not between both in my dream and in my novel. That is, there was no effort in order to achieve what I want to do. I mean, I could be unsurpassed soccer player and without any practicing, and I could date with someone, anybody, without making me charming. So, and when I was young, I was obsessed with like Chinese war history. Every brilliant military leader stumbled upon like great mysterious book or came across a great teacher who had usually white hair. So I believe at the time I was convinced that I could meet a great teacher who know everything around the world. But well, I was totally wrong. And I loved watching Rocky series, you know, Rocky series, Sylvester Stallone, which made me very excited. But the movie just focused on the result. The movie just concentrate on high image of Sylvester Stallone is raising his hand proudly. They just don't focus on how he prepared for his like big match. Just maybe 10 minutes of 2 hours is focusing on how he prepared for his boxing match. Even now, I feel like it is very difficult to stick to my goals. I used to go to the gym, and maybe after 2 or 3 days, I found myself standing in front of the mirror, and I checked how I can be changing, how my muscles is getting stronger. Just after 2 or 3 days, I realized a lack of effort cannot cause anything. So the answer I could get in is that there is no shortcut to learning something. I didn't realize that great soccer players left alone and practice more about like free kick and dribbling, something like that, even after their formal training. And I didn't realize that it takes at least 3 months to prepare for boxing match for boxers, not 10 minutes in the movie. So I couldn't meet a great teacher who have everything around the world. So I decided to endeavor to be a great teacher who have lots of knowledge about around the world. Thanks.